Welcome, greetings, and salutations to another live. And in this live, I kind of wanted to draw on this page. Now, everything is technically sketched out and, you know, already on the page, but it is in pencil, and I kind of want to do it in ink and then draw with it with like that's markers or pencils or just add color. But for that, I kind of need an outline. So that is what I'm going to do in this live. And it's just a bunch of adorable ferrets and different styles. And like this one's an ice cream, and this one is just so freaking cute. And this one is very accurate to now. It took very long to set up the live, and this is it sums everything up. So yeah, and then there is a slinky one over here, which it is done very roughly, but I might keep it that rough. I'll see, because drawing this over with pen is going to be very interesting. And then of course there is the zombie one, and I am not sure which one I'm going to start with. This one kind of like, you can see, where's my pencil? Here is kind of like jagged lines. It is not the fur. It is because I kind of, just to test something out, want to add one of these, like a frame over this one, because I thought it might look cute. So I might just cut this one out first before I draw this one, because I need to see if I need to move it or if it's okay, or if I need to just draw a body for this and say it's done, because this might not work. Okay, now I can kind of, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like that. I might just make it a bit more jaggedy. Yeah, I'm gonna make it more jagged, like just the edges. But also maybe not all of them. Like some is more jagged than others, like that. Just to add a bit of like variation, maybe? Yeah, that might work. It's kind of basically just to break all the drawings up, because I mean this whole page is drawing, and my normal style is technically like this. It's more colorful. This is an unfinished page. It's like this. Like there's three-dimensional aspects to my pages that I usually do. So this is a bit like very 2D. So this is just to break everything up a bit. For example, one of my other pages that is a lot more three-dimensional is like this. Those are drawings, but this is like actual leaves and flowers, and this was also done in a live, and I technically still need to finish this in a live. And then this is technically a sneak peek at this sketchbook, because it is still a very, very like new sketchbook. Like you can see there's like only a few pages. And this is one of my more like full pages. It is very like, it is, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is hard. Like from glue and stuff, it is like rock hard. So yeah, this is more my style, and I kind of want to bring that colorfulness into this page. Maybe. Hey, I don't know how to speak your name. I'm mostly going to say Inya Daji. I'm not sure. I will probably misspeak it or mispronounce it. I am sorry, but I'm good. I'm really good, actually. It's been a few rough, like 2 weeks, mostly because it's just been very, how can I say it, adventurous, I guess. I finally got my driver's license, so now I can drive wherever I want, and that has been very exciting, but really stressful writing. So but that's done. So now I can kind of concentrate on going live more and concentrate on like drawings and so on. I might. This side is still a bit blockish. Yeah, that might be better. It does fit at least, but it is a bit encroaching on that one. The side is too close. But that side is better because it is a bit further. I might just then cut it a bit away. There, that might be enough, so it won't kind of close that up. Yeah, that is a bit piata. Yeah, the hat is like a little bit close to the line, but I want to keep it in the hat because it's so cute. I mean, ferrets in hats, they're adorable. But now that I have this figured out, I can finally start drawing on this page. And I am going to use these pens. They're really good pens and they are so juicy. Like I spilled, well, not spilled, my hands had like oil on them and I accidentally got them on a page, but they still worked. So yeah, they're really good pens. And I am unsure of which one I'm going to start with. Maybe with this one, or there is one that's my favorite, and of course it's it's of course this one. It's just so adorable and goofy, and I think I'm gonna start with this one. A small one, but one that is still very important. The camera's going to shake because I'm going to move you guys a bit just around. I'm really sorry, but he is in the far right corner and a bit up. There we go. And I am using a new pen that I have never used. So this is going to be more or less a test for how this pen is going to work. Little nose. And of course I can add pressure with this pen, though it is taking a bit more concentration because I need to, concentrate on how much pressure I'm putting on it. Because it is one of those pens that you can like push down and it gives thicker lines. But I do not want too thick lines for this. Little hairs here and there. And I do think I kind of want to make him cross-eyed. So I'm going to add a dot there and a little dot there. And then this. The little feet, I remember, because this was drawn like 2-3 months ago. I do remember struggling with the feet because this one goes over the other one. Just to make it look like he's holding his little hands, and it is so cute. I will admit, drawing ferrets was very enjoyable, and I mean, I did laugh drawing this one specifically because he was the last one that I drew on this page. So he was kind of an afterthought, but he became my most favorite. I'm just gonna add little stars here and there to give it a bit more whimsicalness. And I mean, he just looks so adorable with stars around him. I'm gonna leave. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the little tongue for the completely last step of this one because I think it will bring him together like a cherry on top. Okay. I don't think I'm going to add too much dots around, otherwise he's going to get a bit too much detail, and I don't want to add too much detail on each one because otherwise it's just going to be a bit too much. Yeah, I think that's the last thing, more or less. I might add a little bit more furs here and there to make it look a bit more fluffy. Do ferrets have whiskers? I realized that I have not put whiskers on any of them. Yeah, they do have whiskers, because this one was the last one I drew. Ooh, I forgot whiskers. Well, this is a good reminder to add whiskers. Oh, and the whiskers make them look so cute. Although they do make them look more like cats. Luckily, if you look at the lanky body, you might, get the illusion that it's not a cat. Hopefully. And I'm not going to use this pen because it is a bit too thick. So I'm just gonna use one of the thinner pens. There we go. Just little whiskers. And of course, the little tongue. There we go. Oh, he looks so cute. I might not add. I was going to do a bit of hatching and add darker shadows, but I might do that with either watercolor or watercolor pencils, which is very smooth and very fun to play with. So I think that's all I'm going to do. I might, while it's kind of, busy with this, I'm going to use a bit of, well, it looks like a mess, but it is a kneadable eraser. Hopefully it doesn't take the pen away or smudges. I don't think it's not supposed to smudge, but I do have a few pens that actually do smudge if you're trying to erase them, so hopefully it doesn't. Nope, it looks good. Yeah. No, now you can see kind of how he actually looks, and he looks so goofy. It is so cute. I love him. Oh, sorry. I moved the camera a bit. He looks so cute. I might go in with the thinner pen and just add a bit of loose hairs here and there. Some of the detail might get lost because of the watercolor or the pencil, whatever I'm going to use over this. Hopefully too much doesn't get lost, but it might. We'll see when we get there. Now that one is done, now I can go on to a next one. I think I'm going to choose the people one. Just it looks so cute, and it is my favorite. I almost considered making a sticker of this one because it is so adorable. I might see how it looks in the end, but for right now, I'm not sure. And I am going to get a ruler for this. Just making a little bit of a text box that I can put it in. I have thought of making like the box drippy as well, but then it would kind of take away from the letters. So I'm just gonna keep it how it is. There we go. That is the worst part done, because that had to be straight. I did not want to mess it up too much. Now just for the words. I will admit, I do love playing around with calligraphy and like different types of fonts and styles. I love playing around with them. For example, one of my very favorite pages is this page, which has different like fonts or styles and stuff of letters, and it's just ABC to show what the letters can look like, and it is my absolute favorite. And I mean, it just looks so good. It's colorful, yes, and there is a lot of stars around, but it is also just a reminder of how letters can look and different styles. I do love this one. It reminds me of like an ice cream business. It looks like ice cream and it makes me hungry. But I do love playing around with how letters can look and how you can kind of mend them into, I don't know what you can call it, but like just a feeling. Okay. And what I mean by like you can create a feeling with how words look. For example, I don't know if this is mostly a South African thing or no. It's a very yeah, no. The books that I'm thinking of is very popular. The Goosebumps franchise of like books that's written and stuff. This is very similar to how they wrote some of their like head headings, like the main like the name of the book. Goosebumps. This reminds me a lot of them because it's like freaky and scary and it's supposed to make you shiver almost. So I think it is quite accurate for this. And this time I will try and remember the whiskers. I have completely forgotten about that when I drew this with pencil. The little smallest dot for an iris or like eye, trying to make him seem a bit shell shocked, if you will. There we go. One ear done. And then it's just, although this one, the back side or the back ear is drawn a bit big, I just might make it a little bit smaller. Like that. There we go. Like a little bit smaller, just to make it seem like it is, three-dimensional. Yep, those two lines made him seem a lot more scared, if I will. Just adding a few whiskers. and then a dot. I don't think I'm going to add too much to him. There isn't much to add. I might just add, of course, the little details. I do this a lot. I don't know when I started doing it, but this, like, what do you call it? Like, I forgot the name of the shape, but this, I do it quite a lot. Anytime where there's like a weird space left, you will find this in that space. I think it could possibly be on every page at this point. Okay, another one done. I might just make the whiskers a bit longer on this one. Yeah, I think just a little bit longer whiskers made it look a bit better. And now I can do the erasing, which is kind of the funnest part because then it actually comes together and you can kind of see how it is actually looking. Okay, he looks cute. He looks adorable. When I add color, these might look completely different and a bit more, detailed. But so far, these two are really adorable and so cute. I might see exactly what I've almost just said. Again, it is here again. When there's like a space left where I can't really draw another thing, I always do this. And it just adds a little bit of detail without taking away from the drawing. But that is all for today. It is late and I am tired, and these drawings were just a quick way to see how I'm going to do the style of the others. So in the next live, I'm going to finish these and of course these ones. So you guys got a little bit of a sneak peek for the next live. But the little goofy one and the little scared one is done. So thank you so much for watching, and remember to take care of yourselves, rest, drink water, and I will see you guys in the next live. Goodbye.